1, 2, skip a few, go back a little bit. 3. Spent all day coming up with that. Anyways, Sweet Euphoria by Chris Cornell. Man, this has been a mission today. These Euphoria morning songs are an accomplishment. So hats off to you for being here for this accomplishment of yours and mine and ours. This is going to be great. Okay, so the first thing we need to do is we need to tune all of our strings down 2 half steps or 1 whole step, 1 entire note. Here we go. E is going to go to D. A is going to go to G. D is going to go to C. G is going to go to F. B is going to go to A. And E is going to go to D, just like E did. Great, I'm going to take a moment and make sure that's really good, and then we will be on with the song. Be right back, don't move. Alright, Sweet Euphoria for JZMG, Cheesy Mac, and Kill Your TV. What wouldn't any of us do for Cheesy Mac? So it totally makes sense that we're doing this right now. This is another pile of chord songs, so I'm going to put this exact sheet of paper on my website, myname.com, or there will be a link in the description. You can go to the show notes page and follow along at home, but of course the title will be in secret code. I consulted my secret code expert, and he says the opposite of Sweet Euphoria is bitter hatred, and when you're in a bar fight, you are experiencing bitter hatred. So this song will be called Bar Fight. Here we go. All right, it's in 3/4, so 3 beats per measure. It's a waltz. We're thinking 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, like Elderly Woman Behind the Counter in a Small Town, or lots of other songs. Okay, so grab me an E chord. Of course, it's really not an E chord. It's really a whole step lower than that. It's a really low D, but it's an E shape, but we'll confuse the dickens out of ourselves if we do not just call it E because we're playing an E shape. Okay, I'm never going to say that again today. E, and our strumming pattern is the strumming pattern it usually is when the song's in 3/4. It's down, up, up. That's it, over and over again. Down, up, up. And the beginning is E, and we're going to alternate bass notes. So it's going to start with sort of this bass note. We're going to go. And we're going to end with the high E string. Sweet you. And then we go. I'm going to unabashedly look at my notes here, by the way. So we're going to go A, G, F. And now on the F, we're going to alternate the bass note too. So we're going to go, because there's 2 measures of F. A, G, F. I think it would be more accurate to play G as the bar chord. But play G however you want. Second line of the first part, I didn't really name these. C, B minor. Now 3 measures of E, so there's 4 measures in the first line and 5 in the second line. That's just weird. E, alternating bass note, and 1 more low one. And then we're into the next part. So here's the whole first part. Next part, A, this gets really wonky. Here we go. A, E, A. This chord that I've called F diminished-ish because it's not quite F diminished, but what it is an E chord, but you're going to have to use these fingers instead of these fingers because we need your pointer finger to play the first fret of the E string, and we're going to kind of pluck the low E string. And then it sounds like a mess all by itself, but listen to it. Listen carefully. That's what it is. You hear the F? hear the regular E after it. Why he used that chord instead of just E, I do not have any idea, but he did. Okay, first line of the second part. A, E, A, weird chord. Second line of the second part, F sharp minor 7 with an E in the bass, is the following. Ring finger on the A string, 4th fret, pointer finger across D, G, B, E, because if we had the whole bar, this would be F sharp minor 7, 2, 4, 2, 2, 2, 2, but we're going to leave an E in the bass. Followed by E with a G sharp in the bass, which is conveniently the same exact shape. You're just going to move all your fingers up one string towards the heavens, and we're just going to kind of focus on the E, the A, and the D strings, because once we start to play the G string, that note's not in this chord, so you're just playing the bottom 3 strings in that chord. Followed by regular old F sharp minor, which is 2, 4, 4. And we do the alternating bass note there too, of course. The point of that line is to have the bass note go. So you'll notice when I do it, I feel I should do those 2 lines again. And I'll go through the whole thing here in a minute. But A, E, A, F diminished-ish. Now we get to a little more normal. F, C, now I'm going to say what it was. F, C, G, A minor, D, and then we do the noodly soup part, which is suspended 4. I tried to hum it so you knew kind of where we are. This is one of those ones that I can play along to, but can't, don't know. I'm not good enough yet to, perform it myself, so I was trying to throw in when I could there so you didn't get lost about where we were. Okay, D, hammer on pull off with your pinky finger. You can give, the D one more strum, and do that with your pinky. Take it off. That's another pull off. To open E, pluck your B string 3rd fret, followed by the low E string 3rd fret, and then we land on E. So, whole second part. A, E, A, F sharp diminished-ish, then we do another verse. Here we go. Trouble with that F sharp minor 7 with an E in the bass. Getting there. I don't think I'm connecting the ears to the fingers yet there. Anyways, here is the aching hour part. This is the only other part to the song except for the very end, so I guess it's not, so forget I said anything. But anyways, A, finally a regular chord, C, G, B flat diminished 7. Don't run away scared. It's going to be pointer finger A string 1st fret, middle finger D string 2nd fret, and ring finger B string 2nd fret. This is you're going to recognize it as soon as I do it. Right? And then you take that weird shape that we have and you move it up 1. And that's kind of a G7. It's a G7, and here's why it's a G7. I'm going to get a little cozier here. Here's why it's a G7. Check it out. G. When we change it to G7, we know and love. This G note here on the 3rd fret of the E string becomes an F, right? Okay. Keep that in mind. When we go A2, D3, B3, and you can even put your pinky there once you get it on that 3rd fret of the baby E string. That's a G note. What we have is no bass note, our B from our G regularly, right? There it is. And then we have an F on the D string, because this note is this note. That's 2 frets up, 2 strings down. That's your octave. So that's our F that makes our G7 a G7. So here's the weirdest way I've ever played, and I'm guessing you've ever played G7. That's a G7. Great. Where were we? Here we go. A, C, G, B flat diminished 7 with this action in it. So you strum kind of from A to B, and then pinky goes on E2, and then off. Just plug the baby E string, move it up 1 fret, back down to our B flat diminished 7, and then we are into F sharp minor for 4 whole measures. And then our F sharp minor 7 with an E in the bass. And then we go Save My Life, right? F, A, D, E. But if you're gonna go through the trouble to play F like this, I know Chris Cornell in the studio version went like this. And I know it to be so because you hear one little tiny frantic high B note right before he goes to the D, so it'll be Save My Life. So that whole second part here, which you'll see is the second, the aching hour, this is the 3rd part, on my sheet of paper here for Bar Fight, which is the song we're doing. A, C, G, 3, 4, minor 7 with the E in the bass, 2, 3, 4. Difference is, so now we go through the whole song again one more time, but the beginning part is half as long as it used to be. The only difference is, at the end of the song, we do the Save My Life bit. I think those are the words. I don't hold me to that. Something My Life. F, A, F, A, 3 times. F, A, D, E. And then our outro. It's the melody of the verse, but it's going to go, Sweet you, A, E, F. And then we end it on A. So there it is, ladies and gentlemen. I think this is the only place you're going to find how to play that song correctly. And I worked really hard on that, and I think, especially this bit, if you listen really carefully, really carefully, you will hear this B flat note become a B. It sounds like it should be a G, but it's absolutely going, yeah, with the G7. Whew! Yeah, that was fun. So I just need to keep working on that walking up bit. F diminished ish. There it is. And there you go. That's it. Sweet Euphoria by Chris Cornell. Thank you so much for that request, gentlemen. That was a really fun learn, so I really hope that was helpful, and I really hope you enjoyed it. And really, thank you for being here. I will see you next time with more stuff. Goodbye.